Hi, everyone. So, something gross happened a few days ago. I thought I had a hair in my eye. Like, you know how you get hair stuck kind of like in your eyeball? Like, if you have pets, you probably know what I'm talking about. And, like, you go to pull it out. Well, sometimes the hair is hard to like get with just your fingers and you need tweezers. So this is something that I do regularly because my eyes are just the worst. They're like itchy and like they're red and there's like sand in them sometimes or they won't stop watering. I use drops. It's just fucking ridiculous. And when you have pets, it makes it worse. And when you sleep on your stomach, it makes it even worse because like I'm pretty much sleeping on my face and that's like cat hair is getting in my eyes. But anyways, so like I can feel like anything going on around the eye area cuz it's just been like this like for as long as I can remember. And so I was like, okay, let me get this hair out of my eye. So I get my mirror and I get my tweezers and I see what I think is what it seemed pretty obvious that it was a hair in my right eyeball. Oh, it was like it looked like it was on my eyeball, and I go and I pull it out, and it wasn't a fucking hair, it was the eyeball itself. I pulled the weight of my eyeball out. It was like something out of a fucking horror movie, like some shit you would see maybe on cartoons or something. Like, oh my God, it was so gross. Just thinking about it is so gross, and I just wanted to share it. Hopefully, this gets it out of my head somehow. Oh my God. It was, like, the worst, and I was like, "Oh my god, am I gonna go blind?" Like, that's never happened before, and so I didn't say anything to Alicia about it. Like, there was some pain in my eye, but, like, not really. It was just, like it felt like it was very I could tell that, like, something had happened, but it wasn't painful. I don't know how else to describe it, and I didn't say anything to Alicia because I was kind of, like, embarrassed, I don't know. Or afraid that she was going to be like, "We have to go in. You might be going blind." And I mean, I'm autistic. I guess I would rather just go blind instead of go see what's going on, get some help out in the world with people looking at me, poking and prodding, and nah, I'm good. I'll just see what happens from home. And so you could just tell by looking at the spot on my eye, it looked like it was bloodshot a little bit. So Alicia noticed it yesterday and she's like, "Are your eyes bloodshot?" She's like, "What's going on with that one?" And I told her and I had to relive it and it was so fucking gross. Has that ever happened to anybody? Can somebody tell me that they have taken tweezers and pulled their eyeball out like ugh, like not the whole eye, just the white part. This is so gross. I had to say that, but that's not what I'm on here to talk about. So call this like PD. Oh, by the way, I just woke up like less than an hour ago, in case that explains anything of what's going on in your ears. Um, so Alicia's been on vacation this week. Um, I took her and she did a ketamine therapy because she hasn't done one of those in a while. Uh-oh, hold on. Sorry, I hope you didn't hear that mouth sound. But anyways, so this week has been kind of like laid back because it's been raining a few of the days, so it's not like we go out and do anything. Not like I wanted to. And but the only thing with her being on vacation is whenever I wake up, because she always wakes up first because I get up at like noon, 1, whenever, and I never know what I'm waking up to. Like, is she going to be in her room just relaxing today? Is she going to be puttering around the house? Is she going to be outside doing some sort of project on the house? And so today, so I'm on here purely to just share the thought process behind this. So I get up and so like obviously when she's at work, I wake up and I just do my normal shit. I go and I feed the kids. I make, I make coffee. I do my morning routine. Turn my music on. Like it's just me in the house and the cats. And so no other human to worry about. But today I get up and I go out there, and Alicia's out on the porch preparing to paint the porch. And this has been a project for like 3 years, 4 years, it feels like, because we started doing work on the porch. Like it just needed a complete overhaul. Like it's got like a ceiling and everything. Um, Sorry if you can hear my cats are play fighting. Um, Anyways, so like tons of work had to be done on this fucking porch, like so much work that I did not want to do. Um, so anyways, we had started, and by we, I mean I just kind of like hang out to see if she needs me to go grab a tool or something. That's like my job. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So anyways, we were doing that. Then she started school to get her master's, and we pretty much put the porch on hold for a few years, with the exception of maybe trying to do something with it now and again, and we didn't really get very far. So now she's like, perfect weather to paint. So, anyways, I wake up, the air conditioner's on, so it's too cold. My temperature has been fucked with. Like all of a sudden, I walk out of the bedroom and I'm assaulted by icy cold air and too much sunlight because she's got the front door open, so all this fucking sun is flooding into the house. You know, like what normal people are used to dealing with. I hate the sun. I hate it. And she did go to Dunkin' and get me some donuts, so I do appreciate that. That's a nice surprise. The rest of it, not so much. And so she's out there and she's taping things down to prepare to paint. And immediately I go into like, I don't know if it's like planning or strategy or what I can do to get out of this. So I was thinking about like, why do I suddenly go into, uh-oh, I want nothing to do with this, and I'm afraid she's going to rope me into it somehow. And, we did say that we were going to paint the porch, but she didn't tell me it was going to be today. And do I seem like I'm wishy washy, if that's even a word that people still use anymore, or a term? Like, am I going to seem like that because I said, like, yes, I will paint the porch with you, but like, I thought she knew that she needed to give me some time to prepare. I don't know. Um, so I go into, I don't want to do this today. Um, And then I don't know, this is just it's so weird, and I really need to know if other people like do this. I don't even care. Like, I mean, I do. Is it PDA? Is it childhood bullshit? Because like I used to get, like when you have kids, I'm not saying that like you do this, but my experience was I was told I had to do things when I was a child. Like I got no say. So like my mother liked to go out and do yard work. Oh, I fucking hate it to this day because of that bitch. And she would make me like come outside and like dig holes and plant flowers and do this, and I didn't want anything to do with it, and she didn't give a shit. So I don't know. I mean, ever since then, it's just ever since I left that dungeon and moved out and started a life for myself. Well, after the military, okay, after I got out of that cult I spent 5 years in, then I started thinking for myself more. um I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, I do. I pretty much just wanted to do what I wanted to do, and that was it. And like, going from like the dungeon that I grew up in to the military isn't like the best alternative, but it did get me away from um my bio parents. I really should not record. Like there's like a window that I'm missing right now, but I decided that's okay. Just go ahead and do it. Um 9 minutes about this bullshit. So anyways, all of this, I'm just standing, like watching her outside the door, like put her little paint down or put her little tape down so that she doesn't get some stuff like painted or whatever. And I'm like, when did she decide she wanted to do this? Was this yesterday? Was this today? Does she think I'm going to be doing it? Doesn't she know that she needs to give me like a heads up, like, I don't know, a day before something like this happens at least so I can prepare for it? Because I can't just chip in and help out and no big deal. Like, no, that's not what I had on my agenda for today. And So I made all these assumptions too. It's not just like I made assumptions that she was going to do these things and make me help. And so anyways, I went to go see her, and she made it clear like this was a choice that I made today. Like you don't have to come out and do anything. Like I'm good just doing this today. The weather was nice. I know that you have your routine. So like I really do appreciate all that. And then but I don't trust it completely, you know? Even though it's coming from my wife, a person I have known for many, many years, I still think like, is she telling the truth completely? Like, it's like my brain needs to exhaust all possible avenues of, um, I don't know, like anything that is going to make me take one step closer to like manual labor or some shit. I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. My brain just went. Zzz. So, anyways, I just went into freak out mode. And then I felt weird because she was like trying to reassure me, like, you don't have to come out and do any of this. And then I was trying to explain, well, like, apparently this is the thinking that like I engage in, which isn't brand new to me. Like, this isn't something I just found out today. But sometimes I'm like most of the time, I'm not very aware that I'm doing it. Like, it's still like not like very conscious. So I was very like surprised that I noticed it earlier. And I thought I would just get on here and say that like I don't know what the fuck that was, but I do this whenever I see something that I don't want to do. Um and it's interesting to me, but it's also annoying because like what it's just annoying. It takes up space in my brain and thought processes. I don't need to do this, but like my brain it's like its default, and I don't know if this will ever go away. I'm sure it will, like if I just did more work in this area, but like there's so many goddamn fucking areas I have to do work in my life. So this is just going to go on the list, I suppose. But I just don't want to do anything that I don't want to do. And I apparently strategize my way out of potentially being roped into it. I've come up with all of these reasons that could be construed as excuses, but they're just reasons for why I don't want to do whatever the thing is. And, you know, like, it's like I forget, like, I'm an adult. I have free will currently in America. Who knows how long that's going to last? But, like, I have it currently. And I don't have to sit here and go into like strategizing, like hiding out, and like, I'm just gonna not be around you because you might see me and think that like, you know, oh, I need some help, can you come do this, and I don't want to do it. I don't even, it's just it's the worst feeling to hmm and maybe it's not the worst. It's one of, to me, it's like one of my worst feelings is like feeling like I'm getting ready to be told to do something or asked to do something that I don't want to do. And then what is that thing going to be? Do I have any capacity to do it? What am I going to say for why I can't do it, even though I said the day before that I would do it? It's just like all fucked up in my head. And it's always caused by another human being. It's just facts. It just is. Because if it was just me, none of this would be occurring because I would be doing like whatever I wanted and not have to worry about what another human is doing with their life. This is so ridiculous. Um, you know, and like I know like this was an issue in my childhood among other things, but it was like my mother only made me do it too, you know, cuz she favored my brother probably because they're both narcissistic, and she would make me do the things that she would not make him do, and she knew I didn't want to do it. Like I don't, it was just, and it was always doing some sort of like chore, like doing work outside in a garden that I wanted nothing to do with, or like you're coming with me to this gross potluck because I need somebody and your father's busy and your brother has this, and I don't want to go and eat other people's dirty ass food. Like she would always find something for me to do, and I didn't get a choice in it. Like there was no I don't want to do this. It was you're going to do it. And so like I mean that was a huge part of my childhood. So I'm sure that's where a lot of this stems from. And now that I think about it, I did the stuff when I was a kid because I caught on to this is what she likes to do. She likes to put me to work, and the bitch ain't paying me except for the regular chores I do, like doing the dishes and stuff. But like this other bullshit, where's the pay for that? I don't want to do it. So, anyways, yeah, I did do this when I was a kid. Tried to figure out how can I get out of doing this. Um, and it was more elaborate back then because I would, um, like maybe I can pretend to be sick. I would take like the thermometer thing. Was that what you call the thing that you put under your tongue? And I would put it like next to a light bulb and I would wait for the temperature thing to read like pretty high, but not high enough to where it looks like I might die in the next minute or so. And I would do shit like that just to avoid like any manual labor, which is why I don't like doing any of that to this day. Like my job in the military was a desk job. It was like sit down and use your brain. Like I just had to make sure my brain was working and it was. But I didn't have to do any like lifting or anything like that or like planting or digging or any of the bullshit that I don't want to do. Like the only thing missing from my life is millions of dollars because I feel like I have the attitude. I'm just missing the money. Like, you know what I mean? Like I could not be like manual labor to me is just I wouldn't say it's beneath me. I mean, I do it, but I don't want to. It's not fun. And Alicia used to say this a lot. She used to be like, "Well, I don't find it fun either." And I would say, "Well, only one of us is going to do something about it then." And I guess that's going to be me. And, I do appreciate that I'm married to a responsible adult who does take care of things that homeowners are supposed to be taking care of. Because I think to myself, like, what would I do if it were just me living by myself? Like, would I do any of this stuff that she's doing? Would I paint the porch? Would I do this? Would I do that? And I think I would, but obviously on my terms and when I felt like it. And that's like another thing too, is like it's not even necessarily about because I just woke up. I wasn't even going from task to task. It's just oh, I just had a brain fart. Uh-oh. Where'd it go? Come back. No, the thought's gone. Anyways, I spent almost 20 minutes on this. That's really all I wanted to say. Sorry about mouth sounds. Like I still haven't finished my coffee. I just wanted to get on here and just get this out of my fucking head and that eyeball thing. But like get out of my head the fact that I don't like to be um I don't like it. I don't like it. Like I only want to do what I fucking want to do. And I don't know if that's ever going to stop. Like am I going to be more considerate of other people like my wife? But then I think about, I spent decades being considerate to other people and masking and making sure that like not I'm not talking about my wife here. Okay? Like she's not part of this. She's a nice lady. I love her. Um she just reminds me of things that I don't want to do, I guess. But um I'm starting to short circuit here. So this pause is intentional because I'm trying to think before I speak, which doesn't happen often. Um there's this weird rage that just comes out of nowhere and floods my body and my brain, and I don't even know how to describe how it feels physically. But it's rage is the best word I can think to describe how I feel when I see something that I think I might be asked to be a part of, a project. Um, like this, I mean, this shit happened at like work too, like in like traditional workplace, like when I used to work with like motherfuckers. And they would come up with their little projects like maybe we should do this. And their projects were not that great to me. And it just seemed like they didn't want to do their actual job, so they were inventing other things that were not that important to do, and they wanted to rope me into that crap too. And it's like, no, I don't want to do anything that you're doing. I just don't. Like, I get so, like, I would have thoughts of like, oh my God, if shanking was legal, I would have shanked so many people by now. But then that would have meant that murder would be legal, and murder dirter is not legal. So I just remembered, just having such rage when I would have coworkers come up to me and be like, hey, we need you to do this and do that. And no, probably because like they're not even, I think I was like, I felt rageful too because they didn't really, um, they weren't good at like, I don't know, I'm not going to stop talking now. Too bad that I don't know how to edit the rest of this shit out, and I don't know what kind of tangent I just went on, but hold on, I need some coffee. Hold on. Hopefully you didn't hear that. I feel like I have a bit of a toot right now because I'm thinking about what my wife is out there currently doing. And you know where I am? I'm in my room, I'm in my recliner, I'm recording. I've got my sound machine on, which indicates to her that she can't come back here because I'm recording or just don't want to, have anything to do with another human currently. This is where I feel the most safest because she can't get to me back here. She knows that when she hears that sound machine, she's got to stop. But I can't keep it on all day, and nor do I want to be back here the entire day because I think I do want to go out back into a fire, but because I want to do it. And if I want to weed, I'll do it because I want to do it. And if I want to mow, I'll do it because I want to do it, not because it needs to be done or she asked me to or I don't know where this episode's going. I don't know that I'm going to publish it, but then I think I probably will because look, 22 minutes. And I don't even remember the majority of what I said in this episode. You would think that after all these episodes I would have learned by now, but no. Oh, but you know what? I had my third autism birthday thing, which I already talked about before, but I said I wouldn't like really talk about too much, but I will. It was a nice third autism anniversary day. I had snacks that Alicia got me. Um, I got to just hang out at home and do what I wanted to do. And it was a lovely third year of knowing that I'm autistic. Where the fuck would I be in my life right now if if I didn't have these 3 years and I still didn't know about my autism? Like, I feel like I would be divorced. Look at the tangent that this is going on. I feel like I would probably be divorced big time if I didn't know that I'm autistic. I would probably still be working with motherfuckers. Even though like I was a freelancer before I found out about my autism, I don't know, like part of me thinks that probably would have ended up back in the traditional workforce working with people and I don't want to do that. I'd be so miserable. So miserable because it was like my life was going to shit right before I found out about my autism. And so look what I'm on here bitching about. Like my wife out there painting the porch and like me sitting here like I don't want to have anything to do with this and I'm just going to assume that you're going to want me to. So like let me go ahead and prepare for all of those potential conversations. Like my life would not be good right now if I didn't know that I'm autistic. I really feel that way. But then there's people that live like their entire lives and they never find out. Are they miserable? Are they not? Like, do they always feel like there's something that's missing? I don't know. But I'm just very grateful that I know because I think my life wouldn't be very good right now. And this took a turn. So I'm just going to end this episode. And I really, 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 really hope nobody is listening except maybe me in like 20 years if I'm still alive. But no, I probably would cringe. So no, not even. I just really hope nobody's listening right now. I'm going to stop talking. And next time I come back, I'll sound uh, not this. Okay, bye.